What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review. Today, we are VOD reviewing wasianiverson because he just went on a complete just rocket ship up to rank 1. I mean, he was already, I think, rank 1, but YBO1's been climbing a lot as well, but he just can't catch up to this wasianiverson guy. Just huge rocket ship up there. His scores look amazing. And literally, if you move my head, you can see he streamed like all of these games and just fantastic scores across them all. Just beautiful games from wasianiverson. And so I thought, I mean, we must VOD review him to learn from the best. Start off with an early Malphite too, so maybe ideas of crew happening. We start off with some Callistas, but sadly Callista is one of the worst units. Probably, I mean, definitely the worst one cost in the game. You're just not that excited about this unit. I mean, we have a Callista 2 now, which is kind of cool. It would be really cool if like Soul Fighters was a good comp, or even if just this unit was a little bit strong. But yeah, you're in general not very excited to play around Soul Fighter opener here. And it just, I mean, the big thing is it doesn't play into anything. So yeah, we do start off with, you know, potential Shojin components, which can very easily play into Sorks, one of the best comps of the game. Our first augment here, Grab Bag, Table Scraps, Latent Forge. I mean, I don't really like either of these ones. Latent Forge, I think, very high power level. Obviously, you're getting a gold level augment for a silver. The only downside is you have to wait a really long time. So it's nice to take this and like kind of stay open until you get the artifact, but that's just, it's a little, it's difficult to do, right? So we'll see. I think pressing spacebar actually like messed up the, okay, we're back. We do have to take the Latent Forge though, which I think makes a lot of sense. You know, I'm talking hater wise about this augment, but especially in a spot like this where we don't really have that much of an opener. Funny enough, 2 duplicates, you know, 2-star units, we still don't have that good of an opener here, so we might as well take something like this that plays a little bit better into like Lost Streak. So we will chill on this board for now. I wonder if you can hear that. That is my our new cat rubbing her paws on the side of my desk, like the metal part of my desk. It's actually hilarious. It's like kind of loud, but we're gonna chill a bit here. Actually, let's look at this. Let's look at the scout from Wasian here, because I do think, you know, after watching a lot of wasianiverson, this is something that I think he is very good at, is scouting lobbies and just kind of identifying, you know, from rip, from this early on, like, okay, what are other people playing? You know, what line should I play from this spot? You know, we don't even know what our artifact is, but honestly, yeah, I'm down to pause here, or slow it down here and look for just his scout in this spot. Because yeah, we have these 2 prodigies that we can play for now, whatever. And it does allow us to, I think, no, just barely not make gold, right? But I really want to look at his scout here and see like what the rest of the lobby actually looks like in this spot here. Because yeah, we see potential Sorks. I mean, Lucian 2, AP items, sure. Another almost Sorks, but you know, could be almost like GP items as well, but no GPs. Duplicator there, so must be some kind of reroll. This guy also has to take reroll because he got prep, which is kind of awkward. He has not much to prep here. Interesting. Toxaline and Kobuko. Kobuko looks like, oh, I was thinking Jin, but he actually just slammed Kraken here. So I mean, looks like honestly gonna force GP from this spot from no GPs, but I wouldn't be that shocked about it. Yeah, he's still looking, because yeah, he's really just trying to, here, we can unmute maybe. He's not saying.
Probably hard force GP.
Probably hard force GP, which I mean, if there were ever if there were a comp to hard force in a sketchy way from a spot like that, I mean, that is one to do. And there's actually a couple other people with Latent Forge, which is funny. Gwinsu, oh my god, yeah, it gets the Gwinsu Krakens. Can throw this onto the Gnar for now. It's Kahuna Huna Gnar, you could see from the blast there, so that's actually very smart. It's just Kahuna Huna Gnar into GP. This person does have a Gwinsu GP, I will say. The people who are taking the extra item anvils, this is, hello? My VOD. It's probably fine. Give it 1 sec. Okay, we're back. I don't know. Maybe the Twitch servers are acting up. But yeah, we can now start to say, okay, we know a few people potentially GP. We have Latent Forge, which it can play very well into GP if you guarantee yourself, you know, obviously any kind of range extender on GP. It is very, very broken. But I'm curious actually to see how Wasian plays this, because, you know, normally Latent Forge, you could just slam some, you know, whatever items and kind of end up figuring it out later in the game. But we have these anvils as well, which really incentivize us to slam. I saw an Edge of Night Katarina there, so they're probably Katarina line. This person looking like almost like Yumi style line, but we'll see. This person Guardbreaker Void Staff, so some kind of AP flex line, either Sorks or Yumi. Yeah, this guy, the Katarina from Keepers, yeah, wow, Edge of Night and Hodge. I mean, this is what happens when we get component anvils, is you can kind of make whatever you want, and Wasian is saying, well, I don't know what my latent forge is yet, so I'm just going to lost streak from the spot into whatever. We will figure it out, honestly. I mean, we'd love to get early Crystal Gambit in so that we could start stacking that up because we are lost streaking anyway. And he is actually, going to play for it. You know, you could play Ahri on this board, and he looked at playing Ahri for a sec there. We don't actually have any Sork to play, but he thought about playing it for a sec just to like be a little bit stronger. But then he says, you know what? I care more about holding the Vi and potentially playing a early Crystal Gambit because our opener sucks, right? Why do we care about, being strong and playing for the Ahri when we could just, make 20 gold and still play for this, lost streak plus Crystal Gambit style. And I mean, Cinder can even kill some units. We're looking for Swain or John on Carousel if we want to get Crystal in. And I mean, that is a John if we want to pick it up. He's kind of thinking about it. Yeah, he's putting his thinking cap on in this spot and ends up just taking Rod here. So I would say to me, this spot looks like just an AP flex spot, like a Sorks spot in general. Lost streak into Sorks is very relevant just because, I mean, you have the ability to win out if you find a Karma 2, any 2-star frontline, and 1 Gwen. You are strong enough to win lobbies. So that is certainly what it looks like wasianiverson is angling for here. And you just have to be careful. Ladder Slayer potentially playing that. Has the Forge coming later to look for something like a Blighting Jewel or a Mana Mazayan. Both very solid. Even DFG, pretty good. Onto Karma, and already has the Shojin. I did play a game today. I played some on stream today. If you guys caught my stream, I appreciate you guys watching it. The games were pretty rough, honestly. But I had a game where I had Blighting Jewel Karma, but I didn't have mana on her. And that, just to tell you guys, is trash. So if you guys are playing Blighting Jewel Karma, make sure to also have like a Shojin on her so that she can actually get a cast off and proc the Blighting Jewel. Just quick information for all you if you haven't played it yet, because if you just go full damage on her with that, she doesn't cast until like the fight's basically over, and yeah, Jover. Wasian, though, might end up playing the comp that I played, but better than me. We'll see. He ends up continuing his lost streak here. Got, still a few more rounds until the Forge comes out. I mean, at this point, it really looks like he's committed to an 8 loss into, like 3-5 it. At least, 3-5 decide what we're actually getting here. That is a GP. Wait just 1 second here. Wait a second. Wow, he's going to sell the GP. Yeah, he has no interest in playing it. We have pretty solid items for it. Edge of Night Gwynsu with bow open still. But he says, you know what? I know this comp is good, but like this guy is certainly playing GP and has a better spot than I do for it. So I'm not going to try to play contested GP when this guy's already GP2. It's not like I even have like an econ augment that's going to allow me to get there. So no need to contest in this spot here. So makes sense. So yeah, pretty. I mean, smart from Wasian. Even though it's the best comp, doesn't mean you should just contest it from really stupid spots. All right. Next augment here. And so like if we were to play Source, I mean, we have great slams, right? We have Shojin, Void Staff, and then Rod can be something, like JG or something. We don't really need another tier. And Magic Roll in general is pretty good. Could be a bunch of components, some gold. I never hate Magic Roll here. So we're going to take this 6, 1, 2, get Pile of Champions. And here's where the game gets kind of interesting. We cash out Caitlyn here. So all of a sudden we have 6 Kates. And I don't really think Caitlyn is much of an artifact user. I can't imagine, maybe Sniper's Focus, but honestly, like, I don't think it's all that good. So we're going to start building some Caitlyn items, i.e. Shojin, red buff. And so, I mean, part of the reason I wanted to do this VOD review is one, because what a weird spot here. Full loss streak into Caitlyn gets taken here. We actually get to play the double Caitlyn here. And, we actually have 2, oh my God, all these, it actually only bounces 1 around. I thought it would bounce 2 around, actually. I feel like I've seen 2 bounce around, but whatever. But still, I mean, all good. We, can get the little Caitlyn Easter egg where if it bounces into corner, you farm a gold. But we have to figure out, like, okay, what are we actually doing in this spot? And the other interesting thing is I've actually seen a decent bit, like a Battle Academia Caitlyn reroll, Caitlyn plus Jace reroll. And I really do think, that's the line that makes the most sense this game. I mean, we have these items for Caitlyn. We have 6 Caitlyns already. We're about to push level 7 anyway. This Caitlyn's doing pretty good work, honestly. Yeah, she's actually kind of popping off here. We take another loss, though. Go into Carousel. If we do want to play Jace, I often see Jace with like fighter style items, things like Stair Axe and Titans, and you can also probably go that more like offensive fighter style setup, but with like I don't think IE should be very good on him. I usually see that kind of like tanky fighter style stuff. So we'll see. We have our anvil here. Let's level up here. And he's actually going to roll first before actually looking at popping this anvil. We do hit Karma here. And look at this. The second we see Silver Mirrored on, it is an immediate think and then yoink from Wasian here. And the idea is that is going to go onto the Jace. I'm pretty sure. Let me look at Jace 3 artifacts. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the single best one. Yeah, he actually does look fun. Yeah, and look at that, man. Very low sample, but Jace 3 Silver Mirror Dawn minus 1.38 delta, average to 2.63. So you can see, I mean, this artifact plus the Caitlyn's is actually going to put us in a spot to play this comp. But like, I'm sure there'll be people in the comments who are like, well, yeah, obviously you just hit, 2 Caitlyn's from Thingy to play this comp. But I mean, I've seen this comp a decent amount, especially actually VOD reviewing Wasian and like the other high elo players in his lobbies. Like they're actually playing it a good bit. Obviously not every single person's getting pile of champions, 6 Caitlyn's. And so I do think this is actually a pretty solid line. You can also see he's doing the split positioning, kind of similar to how you position Katarina, but same idea. You're trying to split the enemy front line so that your Caitlyn can potentially snipe backline. Because look at that, boom, Caitlyn snipes backline, and that's a dog. Wait, this unit is actually kind of sick here. This is my first time actually seeing like a true Caitlyn carry. It's why we did the VOD review, because honestly, I'm just excited to see what it looks like here. This is our level 7 board. Right now, we're just playing the heavyweight and the protector here. I imagine if we pick up a Leona, it's just going to be 7 Battle Academia, but we'll see, actually. Item-wise here, not much for Jace, I would say. This looks pretty rough. Like, you can't really build Quicksilver with Silver Mirror. It doesn't really do much. You could end up building, like, a Titans or a BT or an IE or something like that, and I guess that's what we're going to go for. But yeah, going to roll down here. 1 off Kate, so the value of rolling pretty deep is quite good, and we do hit the Caitlyn 3 here big, and we are just going to put the tank items onto the Rakan for now. I think he's maybe trying to figure out, I don't know what he's, maybe he's looking at Jace items. Yeah, he must be looking at Jace items here. Oh, he's just looking like, is LW Jace reasonable here? And he gets, oh my God, look at the Jace go. This is something that I've seen before, and the times I have seen that it's been crazy. Unstoppable Jace. Was it ever? Is it that good? I mean, like, what are you, looks like he's gonna go for it. I don't know what you actually want here, because you already have, you could hit another Silver Mirror, I guess, would be the dream. Spectral Cutlass, Prowlers. How does Prowlers even work with, I'd love to watch Prowlers with Unstoppable. How does that even work? He's going to take Cutlass. I think I like the idea of Cutlass a bit more, where he's going to teleport to backline and then start dashing all around. Yeah, I kind of like this. You can like have him really CC enemy backliners with this setup. So I love this. And yeah, the times that I've seen it, Unstoppable has looked like by far Jace's best power up. Yeah, Spectral power and wow. Yeah, we're getting a very low sample size, but the stats do really like the special onto him, the Silver Mirror. Yeah, he actually has more stats than me, but I think that's just because he turned his sample size down even lower, because like I couldn't even see those stats. But look at this. He's gonna teleport to backline, flies to frontline. You kind of want him back middle, I think, ideally, so that he flies through the enemy backline. But yeah, because this position was actually kind of rough. Still though, he CC'd a lot of the enemy frontline. Not too bad, but this is just a crazy setup, honestly. All right. Into Carousel here, looking for kind of, ideally, I guess, like a real last item for Jace. Would you take this, like, BT here and just, make him live and then move LW over to Ezreal? It doesn't sound horrible. I do feel like the LW onto your double artifact carry seems a little bit strange here. And yeah, he is going to opt to BT here. Oh, he's going to move the, probably the red buff over to Yuumi, huh? And then just do this setup. Yeah, this makes more sense. Okay. And this is his setup here. Oh, wow. Interesting enough. And he takes double Star Student here as his power up. Interesting enough, he says, you know what? I don't want that. I will say, this is actually something Wasian said on stream, actually, so kind of good that I remember it. He said a lot of Jace's damage does come, just a lot of Jace's like power budget as a unit comes from his academia bonus, the the thingies you get. I don't know why I'm blanking on what they're called right now, but you know, the thingies that you get for you know, your AMP in your academia. And so yeah, I do think he believes that Star Student is the best take. And you can see, I mean, now the second we have this, look at this, just like he does so much damage actually as just a Jace 2 here. So I guess as cool as Unstoppable looks, I guess it is Star Student Jayce. And yeah, look at this. Every fight he's doing 7k damage. Like, it's actually huge here. Finally pick up Leona here. We'll see. So does he actually think it's better? I wouldn't be shocked, I guess, if he thinks it's worse. It's just, especially if he thinks that, you know, getting the extra power onto the GP from, you know, Star Student is important, then surely it makes sense to play 7, but we'll see here. I mean, we could also just push 8 in the spot here, but wow, he's going to roll deep on 7 and finds Rakan 3 as well even. Oh my god, okay. 7 Battle Academia is going to come in here though. We can finish off a tank item and just a random Yuumi item. Yeah, Death Cap, good enough here. So this is our setup. Yeah, really wants to prioritize his 3 stars and says, you know what, I don't care that much about, you know, hitting, you know, like the level up and getting heavyweight in. I really just care about having my Jayce 3. And look at this Jace, man. He is doing work. I will say, you know, obviously we kind of got into an interesting spot from the Caitlyn pile of champions, but honestly, it's really looking like maybe just Silvermere Dawn is enough to play this comp. Silvermere Dawn and Star Student is making Jace into a monster. We're also getting free XP from Star Student. If you guys haven't taken 2 Star Student, it gives you an XP per round plus an extra XP for each surviving Star Student. So it's, you know, +1 guaranteed XP per round, sometimes +3, though, you know, usually it's like a +2, sometimes a +1, but you know, like a fight like this, it's gonna end up being a +2, right? So very nice, some extra XP, because that can slowly push us up to level 8 to get this Koboko back in, while we are, you know, still looking for our Jayce 3. And now 1-off Jace odds of hitting are very high, so let's just roll it down here. Not even gonna make the Koboko 2, which is funny, but it's just saying who cares. And we do finally hit that Jayce 3 with this double artifact set up, and we can level up for the Koboko now, just barely actually. We get this in as well. So continuing to swap around, just last second doing these swaps, we do actually get the perfect swap here. The only downside is we're going to get a little bit, you know, Luchador. They're going to jump away, but this Jace, bro, this Jace is actually a genius. We left side teleport to right side. He procs Volibear. Volibear jumps to the left side, and then he teleports back with the special Cutlass, and then ends up killing the Volibear as like a second time. Basically, it's actually hilarious. Last Yuumi item, I guess, could be the take here. He's looking at Serax here and move BT. Wow, okay. I mean, this is such a tanky Jace that, like, honestly, yeah, do you need the BT? Probably not, but like, now what is the BT good for? I guess it's just gonna go on Yuumi as the 3rd item. Pog, okay. I mean, good enough, I guess, and his idea is that, like, Serax is just so much, like, this Jace is tanky enough that we really, like, the healing from BT is so bad, especially, you know, everyone talks about all these BT haters out here. Oh, all right, for Gangplank haters out here, this should be cathartic. Look at this Jace. That is gonna finally kill the GP. Okay, I was gonna be so sad if I had to eat my words and then the GP board wins anyway, but no, that Jace, perfect positioning, put him up to the top right there, and he just walked straight to the GP and just put the hammer right up into the air. All right, top 4 basically guaranteed at this point, but we just gotta make sure we get our positioning correctly. He's really trying some cheeky stuff. I feel like just the more I watch Wasian, the more he is just so good at predicting swaps and things like this, and doing just like a weird little swap. Damn, 15,000 damage from Jace. I mean, this is looking really strong. And remember, I mean, we got the Caitlyn's for free from the pile of champions, but the Jace we had to roll for the old-fashioned way. And I mean, now that we have it with this double Ornn setup, he is just farming boards, man. What a monster. What a monster of a champion. All right, we will see if we can close out this game, because we are on a 7 streak here. Next level can be a protector for Rakan, I guess. Get that Kayssante back, but we'll see if he wants to play something else. This item here, we basically have all you could ever want, so I guess random tank item for Leona, or move the Vow over, I guess. Crown Guard. He's looking at like the AP scaling, trying to be like, is the AP scaling enough? Vow over to Leona. Oh, and then pure tank item here, especially versus the Sorks board. Very smart optimization from Wasian here. Wow, that was a triple rhyme there. I mean, he's just clearing. The Jace looks honestly like unkillable. And splitting the positioning here to grief people is also looking very good. Pick up the Cassante to get back in here. So now we finally have our protector onto this board for our Rakan 3. And yeah, just trying to make sure Jace goes to the right spot. Left side teleport here looks really good. The Gwen even aggroes on him, but I mean, look at this. He's so hard to kill. And then he teleports back here. And the Caitlyn's doing a great job of picking up whatever slack that Jace drops. I mean, it's such a really... This board is so cool. I understand why people play it so much. I mean, definitely looks really solid with artifacts. I've seen it top 4 even without artifacts, honestly. Oh, and finally, they're just like, all right, we are full clumping versus this. We are just trying to not let this this Jace and Caitlyn have their way whatsoever here. So he's just going to say, okay, we're going to put Jace kind of towards the middle here. Just let him start working on the back line. Put Caitlyn on the opposite side so that, you know, she can potentially get a snipe off here. Can't get an amazing one off, but Jace, good work. One more Caitlyn snipe. And another Jace ult. Oh my god. Like that is an insanely strong Sork board that just can't kill the Jace. He's a monster. He's monstrous, man. Ended up taking even Shroud. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not, but I mean, I guess it's fine. Not horrible either way. Let's roll down here. Try to find Cassante 2 or even Garen 2 actually. Okay, Garen 2 not bad here, but yeah, I mean, look at this. This is like BIS everybody, Gwen 2, Braum 2 with 3 items, Jarvan 2, and I mean, we'll see. We are getting our, I mean, he's not going to get Braum though because he has Silvermere Dawn, so he doesn't have to worry about that. And it doesn't look close, man. It does not look close. It is just a dominating game from Academia Jayce plus Caitlyn reroll. So I don't know, an insane game. Let me know if you guys have played this comp or how it's gone in your games. In the comments down below. Also, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check out my other links down below. I'm doing some more coaching now that, you know, the set has started again. So Metafy, if you're interested in that, and my Twitch, where I'll be streaming more. I'm going to stream some more tomorrow. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.